Hi, it is Caitlin here. I have all of my oils mixed up already. I have my lye solution prepped, and I have the oils mostly dissolved or melted, but I have to continue that, so I have my lye solution a little warm. And today I am making a vanilla lavender by Crafter's Choice, and I bought it at Wholesale Supply Plus, and it contains a lot of vanilla. So it is going to discolor. That is definitely going to happen. So I'm going to color it today with bronze, so that if it does go more of a brown, then it already kind of has like that rustic looking warm tone to it. And I'm adding kaling clay. And I'm not doing any milks today. And here we go. Get this out of here. I have, where I live in Ohio, and I have a, what's that place? A Gabe's. Or no. Yep, Gabe's. Which used to be called Gabriel Brothers, but then they changed it to Gabe's. And I won a couple towns away, about 15 minutes, and they have odds and ends of like kitchen supplies and all kinds of stuff there that you can get. And what I got from there were a 3-pack of spatulas. Now these are a little small, but they work for like the size batches I do. And let me show you the third one. They were $2.99, so they were only $1 a piece. And the great thing about that is you don't have to order it online and then wait for it to ship. It just kind of, you're there at the store, you buy it, and you could use it same day. So I'm going to go ahead and continue stirring this, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, now my lye solution is cooled down quite a bit because I mix it outside, and today it's like 35 degrees out in October in Ohio. So it's not melting it as quick, and it doesn't even feel warm to the touch. So I'm going to put in my kaling clay now. That way I could just kind of, when I go to dissolve these bigger chunks of coconut oil, I could also disperse it without over mixing. And lavender vanilla, that combination, or vanilla lavender, whichever you want to call it, that combination to me is so good. And I like to use it as like my laundry detergent and my dryer sheets. And I think it's really good smelling. Really good. Still not even getting warm. So, I'm going to stick on this a little bit more to get it more incorporated. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to add the colorant now. Might as well. And I got like a 24 pack of colors from Amazon. And that's what I have been using because they're really good for the small batches. If you're going to be doing large batches, this is not the colorant for you unless you're doing like small portions of color. Like if you're doing like a rainbow soap where you only need so much, you know, of a color. Let me get this off the stick blender. This is such a pretty color. I have not used it. And I used the whole bag, which they say the weight of the bags 0.18 ounces in each little baggie. Alright, I'm going to go set this aside. I may or may not stick blend the fragrance oil in. Alright, so there's the bronze color. On camera it's showing up more of a gold, and in person it has more of a brownish tint to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the whole 2 ounces of fragrance oil in here because my batch size is perfect for the 2-ounce containers. Kind of bummed because I was going to add my lavender essential oil to this too, just kind of give it a little boost, but I can't because all I have is lavender lemongrass, and I don't want that to mess with like the lavender vanilla smell. So I'm just going to skip that. You know what? I'll stick blend it in because it's going to be a solid bar. I almost colored this with actual coffee because my husband made coffee this morning before work and he didn't empty out the pot before he left, and there was cooled down coffee in the pot, and I thought, ooh, I could just use coffee for the colorant, but then I thought, no. I actually have a hazelnut coffee scent that's coming in the mail in the next week or so, and I want to use actual coffee in that, so I'll leave that be my coffee soap, and that'll be it. Alright, back up, Bubby. Back up. Back up, Pat. And just a little bit about myself. I'm newer to soap making, and normally, as I said in another video, I am a hairstylist, and I have 2 boys, 2 kids, ages almost 2.5 and about 7 months. And yeah, so I am definitely busy a lot with them. but making soap actually relaxes me. Even though it's one more thing to do, it to me is soothing. Okay, so what I did was, one moment. Okay, I'm back. My son just chucked something across the kitchen. It's about time for his nap. I stick blended this a little longer to get a little thicker because I am going to do a textured top, and I didn't want to have to wait forever after I poured it to do the top. So I'm actually going to let it sit a little bit in the bowl and maybe stick blend it a tiny bit more. And then I will bring you guys back for me pouring it into the mold. This soap is really simple, nothing crazy to it at all. Alright, so I stick blended a little more, and I just wanted to show you guys. Check out this. I just discovered it. So this stick blender is just like a cheap one from Walmart. It was $10. And it's, yeah, it says Walmart on the back of it and stuff. But it's a really, here, let me show you. It's a really little, simple stick blender for small batches. It works just fine for me. And I got this bowl from Dollar Tree for $1. And look at this. This sits perfectly in it, just like that, right here on this handle portion. So when I do want to scrape this down a little bit, you know, you could just kind of turn it, and it's perfect because you don't have to worry about it rolling around, tipping over your bowl, or any of that craziness. And if you just kind of want to lean it in the bowl instead of detaching it, you literally could just lay it down in the bowl, make sure the bowl's not tipping, and then this part rests right here so it's not kind of moving around the bowl being crazy. Okay, so this is at a nice trace, finally. And I've heard that this fragrance oil accelerates trace, but in my case, it must be the temperature that I am working at because it did not. I only wish that it did. And this is a nice bronze color. It's very nice. So I'm scraping out my bowl with my new spatula. Right off the side of the, where you guys could see me. I actually have my camera propped up in my kitchen cupboard where my plates and my bowls go. And I just kind of lay it there facing down, hoping that it doesn't fall into my batter. Okay, I poured the rest of it into my container, and I just did a little test to see how fluid it was still. Patrick, go sit that down. And my kids are starting to have meltdowns, so I'm going to go check on them, make sure they're not, make sure the 2-year-old's not hurting the baby, and then I will be back. Okay, so it's set up enough just to have a slight texture to the top. I don't want anything too peaked or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little spatula and just kind of turn it. Just to get it that nice whipped look. Alright, and I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Now, let me show you what it looks like. And then I will be cutting it tomorrow, and I will film that just so that you guys see it being cut, but it is just going to have that bronze inside too, so no crazy designs or anything. Alright, I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, so I am going to unmold this. I already pulled it out of the square. It's only been about 3 hours. I did the same amount of lye as I did water, which helps it out a lot unmolding. Okay, so I already pulled it away from the edges. And pull it. Alright. There we go. Should have put on gloves for this. Helps keep all the fingerprints off, but look how smooth this is. It's pretty smooth. Alright. Alright. Move it over. Eventually I'm going to either alter this or get a different cheese cutter and alter that. Very plain. Nothing wild to it. Nothing crazy. Looks like a light milk chocolate. A nice textured top on there. It's still a little warm to the touch, the actual soap. Very nice. Alright, I will chop the rest of these up, and then I will bring you back for the beveling. Alright, and here we are. I just take 3 edges off of both sides. I don't do every edge because I like having the rough top, and I like having the very crisp corners right here. So I tend to just kind of bevel. So when you're looking at it from a front view, it has a very clean beveled look. And I cut them at 1 inch thick because it does really keep them nice. And these will harden up very quickly. They look really similar to my other one that I made color-wise. I'll go grab it real quick. Okay, this one here is my caramel and honey. And I actually put real honey in it, which is what gave it this color. Plus the fragrance oil discolored it to a beige. And then that honey just kind of pushed it over a little bit. And then this here is the bronze color there, the colored mica. So that gave it more of like a milk chocolate look. And this is more of like the honey look. So yeah, they are similar in the way that I styled them, because I just think sometimes a plain bar is just really, really appealing. It really looks nice. So I'm going to do a few more of them and then bring you back. Okay, so I did bevel the top on this one and these side corners. So, I mean, it does clean it up a little bit more. And this is what one looks like that's not beveled. So you can kind of see that top is a little neater on this one and a little rougher on this one. So really it all depends on what style you're going for. I mean, from the top view, it's really not much of a difference. So, alrighty. I'm gonna go take care of the baby, and thanks for watching. Bye.